You're not tired of being weak. You're addicted to it. Weakness is comfortable. It doesn't ask anything of you, and every single day you choose it, you just don't call it that. Musashi called men like this already dead. 7 rules, 7 cuts. Let's begin. Rule 1. Stop waiting to feel ready. Weakness does not announce itself. It disguises itself as preparation. You are waiting to feel confident before you speak. Waiting to feel motivated before you train. Waiting for the right moment before you begin. That feeling of readiness you are waiting for, it will never come. Not the way you imagine it. Marcus Aurelius led an empire. He faced plague, war, betrayal, catastrophic loss, and he wrote this in his private journal. Not for the world, not for history. For himself alone. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He did not wait to feel strong. He decided to act and let the feeling follow. This is the first law of rebuilding a man. Action precedes feeling, not the other way around. The weak man waits to feel ready and calls it wisdom. The strong man acts before he's ready and calls it growth. Every hour you spend waiting is an hour your addiction to weakness collects interest. Stop waiting. Start where you are, with what you have, right now. Because the man you want to become is not hiding in some future version of your life. He is built in the decisions you make today, this hour, this moment. The comfortable choice is always available. So is the hard one. Choose. Rule 2. Own everything that has happened to you. Every strong man has a past that could have destroyed him. Everyone. Epictetus was born a slave, beaten, crippled, owned by another man. He had no rights, no freedom, no control over anything in his external world. And yet, he became one of the most powerful minds in all of human history. How? Because he understood something most men will spend their entire lives refusing to accept. What happens to you is not what defines you. What you do with it is. The weak man uses his past as an excuse, and it is a convincing excuse. The pain was real, the unfairness was real, the damage done to him was real. But here is the brutal truth. No one is coming to fix it. No one is coming to make it right. No one is coming to hand you the life you deserved, but didn't get. Your addiction to weakness feeds on blame. As long as someone else is responsible for where you are, you never have to change. Blame is the most comfortable story a weak man tells himself. It costs nothing. It changes nothing. It keeps you exactly where you are. Own your story. All of it. The parts that were done to you and the parts you chose. Not because it was fair, because ownership is power. The moment you stop blaming, you start building. The past is not your prison unless you keep choosing to live in it. Walk out. The door has always been open. Rule 3. Protect your attention like it is your most valuable asset, because it is. Seneca wrote this nearly 2,000 years ago. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. He was describing you right now. Today, think about what you gave your attention to this morning. Your phone, other people's opinions, arguments that resolved nothing, content that gave you nothing back, drama that had nothing to do with your life or your future. Your attention is the raw material of your existence. Whatever you point it at, that is what your life becomes. Not what you intend, what you actually spend your focus on, hour by hour, day by day. The men who look like they have everything figured out, they are not smarter than you, not more talented, not more gifted. They are simply more ruthless about where their attention goes. They protect it, guard it, refuse to surrender it to anything that doesn't return real value. Your addiction to weakness lives in distraction, in the scroll, in the noise, in the endless consumption that feels like living but produces nothing. Ordered your attention for 24 hours. Write it down. Where did it actually go? What did it actually build? The answer will disturb you. Let it. Let the disturbance become fuel. Every hour of scattered attention is an hour of your potential spent building someone else's life. Take it back. 3 rules in. 3 of 7. If any of this has landed, if it's hit something real, stay with me. The next 4 are the ones most men refuse to implement. Because they cost something. Keep watching. Rule 4. Embrace discomfort. Like a daily discipline. You are not made for comfort. You are made for challenge. Every system in your body, physical, psychological, neurological, is designed to adapt under pressure and decay without it. Your muscles weaken without resistance. Your mind softens without challenge. Your character dissolves without friction. The Stoics understood this completely. They practiced voluntary discomfort deliberately. Cold, fasting, hard ground, not as punishment. As training, they called it premeditatio malorum, the deliberate practice of hardship. Prepare for difficulty, so that when difficulty arrives uninvited, you are not shattered by it. The modern man has eliminated discomfort from his daily life. Climate-controlled rooms, instant food, endless distraction, every friction point removed before it has a chance to build anything. The result is men who collapse at the first sign of real pressure. Your addiction to weakness is an addiction to comfort. The two are the same thing. Choose difficulty. Every single day, not the dramatic kind, the quiet, daily kind. Wake up before you want to. Train when you are tired. Say the difficult thing instead of the comfortable one. Sit in silence when everything in you wants noise. These small voluntary discomforts accumulate, slowly, invisibly. They build a man who looks at difficulty and recognizes something he has trained for. That is strength, not natural talent, not genetics, not luck. Deliberate daily practice against the pull of comfort. The discomfort is the point. Start there. Rule 5. Kill the image you are protecting. This one will hurt. Good. It is supposed to. Every weak man is protecting an image, a version of himself he needs others to believe. And that image, that carefully maintained performance, is the exact thing keeping him locked in weakness. The image says, I cannot ask for help, because asking means weakness. The image says, I cannot admit I was wrong, because admission is humiliation. The image says, I cannot start over, because starting over is proof I failed. So he protects the image, quietly, constantly, and the image costs him everything. Marcus Aurelius had absolute power, emperor of Rome, the most powerful man in the world, and he wrote privately, for no audience, for no legacy, about his own failures, his impatience, his ego, his shortcomings. He was brutally honest with himself because he understood self-deception is the most dangerous enemy a man will ever face, more dangerous than any external opponent, because it operates from the inside. Your addiction to weakness hides behind your image. As long as you are busy performing strength, you never have to actually build it. Drop the image right now, not publicly, not dramatically, privately, honestly, to yourself. Admit where you are. Admit what isn't working. Admit the specific ways you have chosen comfort over growth. That moment of reckoning, that is where real change begins. Not in motivation, not in inspiration. In the simple, brutal honesty of one thought, I have been weak here, and it ends today. Rule 6. Build yourself in private. The weak man performs his transformation. The strong man lives it. There is a modern disease, the need to announce every decision before it has become real. Post the gym photo before the habit exists. Talk about the business before a single day of real work. Declare the change before the change has actually happened. And something insidious occurs the moment you announce before you execute. The announcement gives you the feeling of progress without the substance of it. Your brain receives a small reward, and it uses that reward to justify slowing down. You told someone. That counts for something, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Seneca said it plainly. Retire into yourself as much as you can. The real work is invisible. It happens in the 5 a.m. session no one witnessed. The book finished in silence. The decision made alone with no one watching. The discipline held on the days it would have been easy to let it slide. Your addiction to weakness is also an addiction to validation, to being seen changing, to receiving credit for a transformation you haven't finished yet. Kill it. Build in private. Let the results speak publicly. Let people see the man you became, not the messy, uncertain process of becoming him. The transformation with no audience is the one that actually sticks, because you did it for yourself, not for them. Rule 7. Commit to the process, not the outcome. This is the rule that holds all 6 before it together. Most men are outcome obsessed. They train to look a certain way. They build for a specific number. They chase a result, and the moment that result takes longer than expected, they quit. Because they were never committed to the process. They were committed to the feeling they imagined the outcome would bring, the relief, the validation, the arrival. And when arrival takes too long, the addiction wins. Comfort returns, weakness reclaims its ground. The Stoics lived entirely differently. They committed to the action within their control and released attachment to everything beyond it. They called it the dichotomy of control, and it is perhaps the most freeing idea in all of human philosophy. You cannot control whether people respond, whether the market rewards you, whether luck favors you this month or this year, whether your effort produces visible results on your timeline. You can control how hard you work, your discipline, your integrity, your standard, your daily effort when no one is tracking it but you. Give everything to what you control. Release everything else. The man who is process committed never quits, because the process is always available. Even on the days the outcome looks impossible. Even on the days nothing seems to be working. The process is there. Showing up to it, that is the entire game. This is the secret most men never discover, because they quit too early to find it. The outcome is a byproduct. The process is the point. This is how the addiction ends. Not with a dramatic moment of transformation, not with a sudden surge of motivation, with 1,000 quiet decisions to keep going when quitting would have been easier. One day at a time, one rule at a time, one rule at a time. 7 rules, 7 cuts. You came into this video believing you were tired of being weak. Now you know the truth. You weren't tired of it. You were addicted to it, and every addiction can be broken, not easily, not quickly, but completely, by the man who decides the cost is finally too high. Musashi did not become undefeatable in a single duel. He became undefeatable across a lifetime of choosing difficulty over comfort, truth over image, process over outcome. That path is open to you. Right now, today, not tomorrow, not after you feel ready. One rule, one decision. Start there. Musashi called the men who stay comfortable already dead. Prove him wrong. If these 7 rules hit something real in you, share this with one man who needs to hear it. One man in your life who is stuck, who is close to the edge, who needs someone to tell him the truth instead of what he wants to hear. This might be the video that changes things for him. And if you want to go deeper, the next video breaks down the complete Stoic framework that runs underneath all 7 of these rules. The philosophy that Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca quietly lived by. The one that turned ordinary men into legends. It drops soon. Make sure you are there. Stay on the path.